go in the middle. So I'm not around folks. I'm live. All right, everybody. Some of my destinations have errors. Okay, cool. All right, we're back at it again. Coming at you every morning, whether you like it or not, whether you're sleeping. There's no rest for the weary. So we're back at it again. I'm on the crime scene here in the park that I do by running most of the mornings. I try to run in two locations. Corey, I'm gonna get you live, Corey. I got I make a call out to some of the brothers. Corey Provost is over here, and I got workout buddies doing the soccer thing. These brothers are here every single day, and so to have there he goes. Let me track Corey down. There he goes. The Provost is on. So yeah, so finish my morning run. I've asked some of you to come meet me at Lincoln Terrace Park at 6:30 this morning. I'm here with mothers. I have grandmothers. I got children. My son is out here. My wife is out here. Um, as you can see, some of the sisters are over here exercising. This park is a very busy park all the time, and so we have to remember that some of these places are sacred ground to our communities. So every morning we're running. Hopefully that you could come out and run with me as well, or wherever you are. I'm still trying to figure out that hashtag for this challenge of having clergy to get out in the morning or in the evening or in the afternoon, whenever you could run and run. So we staying fit. What's up, Sean? Sean from WhatsApp TV. There he goes, WhatsApp TV. He's right here. Came out without his camera today just to support. And if you can see, like in the back over here, all of these brothers are out here exercising every morning. So to have um, this someone be shot and killed cold-blooded in a park where we have mothers, we have children. Again, it's something that in our community that we have to say that listen, we can't really take this continue in this fashion and vein. So my message is that we got to keep on moving. So our call is that we're running for justice, we're running for victims of gun violence. Again, we apologize for everyone, all of the family members who lost their life over the weekend in New York City. We send our collective condolences to you. We really apologize on behalf of the city that your son or your daughter had to be shot and killed. 14-year-old fighting for his life right now too as well. Um, just terrible, terrible, terrible news. I don't know what else I could say. I don't know what else I could do. I mean, we could do other things, but for me, I think that one thing for me is that, again, we have to find a cause. We got to tap into our resources. We got to call parents. We got to call mothers. We got to call fathers and grandmoms um, and let them know that, I mean, the city that you live in, if you're filled with gun violence, we have to do more as faith leaders. And I speak specifically to faith leaders because I think that we have a particular role when we are called out or when people are asking for help. They put us in a separate category. So I got to speak to the faith leaders in a separate way, and people of good conscience and will. That we have to look at this family, father and son. It's right here running right now in the park. A beautiful sight. I have a grandma who is walking with us right now as well. She's on the track. Matter of fact, I have two. So that's our mothers, and so to come and shoot, in an open park in the day, we are definitely moving away from our core values as people. So when people talk about the fact that blacks are violent, especially when our blackness is weaponized, over and over again, when you see people who have been killed look like me, if you're a police officer, right, or you're a medic or you're a doctor, and every day that you go to work, over and over again, you're seeing young black lives on the table with bullet holes and bullet wounds. It's going to traumatize you. I don't care what you say. It's going to traumatize you. It's going to traumatize you in so many different ways. Doctors, we gotta lift up our doctors and our frontline workers in prayer. They've left the coronavirus, and now they're dealing with gunshot victims. People, young men who could be the son. These things is definitely something that we need to do. So, yeah, run for unity. That's good too as well. Like the video, share the video. So I can't imagine like the frontline workers. If you, when COVID-19 was happening, we were praying for frontline workers. They were basically saying that all of the stuff that has been happening to them, it takes a toll. And then to see all of these bodies, listening to the news, and then seeing all of these bodies come into the hospital, that must take a toll too as well in our frontline workers. And these are mothers and fathers. These are frontline workers. We see the essential workers. We know the demographics of those essential workers. And so one of the things that we have to make sure is that our work has to be consistent. We have to say to ourselves, and all of us, with one voice, that this cannot be the norm. There is no way that this could be the norm. We have to be able to say that if we're going to be in a community and live together in a society, we have to be able to say that shooting anyone in the middle of the day in a park where it's filled with children, summer is here, right? We have to be able to say to ourselves that, listen, there is no way that this should be able to go on in our community without a loud voice. So we have to come with one voice, just as during protests and marching, when we organize and we have one message, and that one message must be clear, that there is no way that we should be able to live in fear. I got people calling and saying that they want to move out of New York and move to someplace else, move out to Brooklyn because it's scary, it's dangerous, move out to the Bronx. And my thing is that we said yesterday is that, there he goes. Say hello, Corey. Corey came out with us this morning. He's sweating, he's working out.
Yeah, I'm sweating today. Should have stretched a little bit more.
Good to see you. Yeah, so, all right, yeah, blessed, man. Thank you. Yeah, Corey Provost, one of our district leader, came out this morning. You heard the cry. He's doing the work. Yeah, we have no leaders. We have a lot of leaders. We got leaders everywhere. All we do is talk. Nah, all we don't do is talk. We got to talk and we got to work. Communication is important. That's why we have a mouth. That's why our mouth is located in front of us, so that when we speak, we are walking into our words. So talking, you need to talk, but there needs to be action behind the talk as well. So I'm not a proponent for not saying that we do a lot of talking, but we must be able to follow the talk with action. We got to say what we're doing. We got to say, okay, how could we help? How could we support? If we think that we have no leaders, we have a lot of leaders popping up all over. They're not televised. Not everyone have a platform to go on and to discuss these things. So I do think that we have a lot of leaders. Who do you look at as leaders, right? The Black community, we don't have one particular leader. We are all leaders in our own rights in different place and different aspect of our lives. So to say that we don't have leaders, my thing is no. We have leaders. The point is, who are you willing to listen to, right? Who are you willing to say, listen, this makes sense, right? So I remember one time that I went to a shooting response in Brooklyn, and when I went to the shooting response, there was a shooting, and I think it was a police involved shooting, and one of the ladies said, that I should call Reverend Al Sharpton. I said, no, you got to call me. I'm right here in the community. This is where we work. This is where we live. This is where we have our church. I don't need to call anyone. But she did not look at me she did not look at me as part of being a leader. Number one, she probably didn't know me. Okay, we understand that. But at the same time, we are leaders in our own community. There is no one that can get here faster than me because I live here. This is where we live. This is where we work. I don't have to get on a plane to come to some parts of my community that's being on fire. We are the ones got to bring the water. We are the ones got to bring the hose. Um, yeah, how many years are we going to be doing the same thing? We are going to be doing the same thing as long as the same condition exists. You cannot. What is success? Success is doing the very same thing over and over at the highest level. That's a success. You don't have a successful company and a brand by changing it every time. You don't change the logo of Nike or Apple or McDonald's, right? We you don't change that. You don't change the model. So we have to keep on saying the very same thing every single time that someone is killed. We have to come up and do the very same thing every time that somebody is killed. We have to go back up there with the same resources every single time that somebody's killed. Every time that somebody pick up a gun and shoot someone, we have to do the very same thing. It's not doing anything different. Yes, we're going to try different programs and strategies, making sure that resources get into our communities. Yes, that's one thing. But there is no way that we can say that we should not speak against the violence that we have in our community. Okay? We are talking about lives. Definitely, we're talking about lives. It's all about lives. We're talking about Black lives. We're talking about all Black lives. I'm talking about the guy who was shot across the street right here. I'm not even going over to that side right now. I'm on the other side. I'm talking about that young man is basically like unnamed. He's like unnamed. Then when you go into his mom's and visit the parents' home, and you see pictures, and you see that the parents have a stove, they have food, they have memories, they have children. This young man who has been killed and who was shot, all of these people leave behind people to mourn. That's why all of Black Lives Matter. That we don't see, and listen, I don't expect that we have 1,000 people. Honestly speaking, I don't expect that we have 1,000 people coming out every time that someone is shot. But if we as a community come to a sense that this is just a normal situation, that we are going to go about our business by saying, you know what, it's two things. Either the person was involved in a gang or in a crew, someone was tracking them down, someone killed them. I mean, I think that the only way that you could really get killed in a park like this is that somebody got to be actually watching you, following you, want to kill you, come up with a plan, and decide that they're going to get up one morning and they're going to kill you. Or someone, again, is looking for folks. People get up every morning and say, okay, we have a beef with this person, therefore we're going to take it out and we're going to look for you. This is their full-time job. Did you see that video with the young man in the Bronx walking with his 12-year-old daughter, I think it was? 12-year-old? Okay, she was young. Someone pull up in a car. That means that there's two individuals, one driving and the other one have a gun. They're complicit in the murder, cold blood murder. If I have any heart and any guts, okay? If I have any guts and I have any sense of understanding about Black Lives Matter, and I'm driving and I have a beef with someone, and I see that person, that young Black brother, has his daughter's hands in his hands, this is the worst way that you can kill someone else. And if that don't turn your stomach and make you puke, I don't know what would. And the people who are doing the shooting, who is going to say, well, whatever beef that you have with someone, that you can look at that young child and say, I'm going to kill your dad, and I don't give a damn about what happens to you moving forward. I mean, if we at that level in our society on a whole, then that stuff is that is bad for us. Where we are right now, and this is not about police. I'm not going to be spending my time talking about over and over again what police should be doing. This is about the fact that I don't care what type of policies that you pass for police. I don't care how much money you put in, you put out. I'm talking about cold, callous murders in our community. Okay? Murders. Now, I'm not talking about statues either. Statues, those are things. We are not building monuments. We are not committed to monuments. We are committed to movements. Monuments is that you put up statues and they stay one place and they remind you of something in the past. We're talking about movements, things that are organic. So I'm not worrying about the fact that I'm not worrying about the fact that about I'm not on the bandwagon about monuments and statues all over the country. That's why we get sidetracked with so many different issues. We're not focusing on some of the things. Everybody got to focus on their thing. My focus is young lives are being torn up. That 12-year-old girl who lost her father in the streets of Bronx in New York City, that young child life has been changed forever. Her life has changed completely. To see your father being shot and killed on the streets of New York City or any streets in any city, it doesn't matter, Indiana, Chicago, Oakland, Miami, wherever you want to talk about, Atlanta. My thing is this, is that you have to say to yourself as a black man, if you want to paint Black Lives Matters on street corners and streets, I want you to paint Black Lives Matter on your heart. Okay? On your heart. I'm talking about the spirit. I'm talking about the spirit of the law. I'm talking about the fact that even if you have a gun, that you are not going to use the gun and kill someone that you have a beef with, knowing that you have a 12-year-old child walking in the streets of New York City. Whose streets? These are our streets. These are our streets. That's when we say whose streets? This is our streets. So we can't give up the streets. We can't give up the streets to anyone. We can't chant whose streets. I use a chant too as well when we went to the shoot and respond. These are our streets. We must be able to stay out in these streets if we are going to surrender the rights of the will of good people and good citizens and give it over into the hands of criminals. And then everyone is running and hiding and everyone is pointing finger to this one and that one. We're giving up the streets to criminal. We're giving up the streets to the elements of the dark world. We can't give up the streets to those individuals. So the more people that the more people that talks about this is the better it is. I'm not going to spend the time, and we should never spend the time trying to respond to a tweet or something that someone posts every day that the mayor makes a press conference. We spend the next 5 hours trying to debunk what he's saying or destroy what is being said. Come up with your own plan so that it can be part of the larger plan. We all have to have multiple plans that deals directly to the point of making sure that these lives matters to us. We have to do this. We start a movement, and again, we're running every morning, and I want you to join the cause. I want you to join the cause. Anastasia Beverly Jeremiah, I'm not sure what it is, but maybe it's a tag. Like the video, and we want to share it. Let people know that in the morning I'm going to come to you and I'm going to harass you every morning, whether you want to turn on your live feed or not. We're going to do this because every time that you have someone who is killed, and we go back and retreat to our homes and say, "Oh my goodness, that is so bad, that is so terrible. We're tired." No, Rosa Parks said, "No, I'm tired. My feet are tired, but my soul is at rest." Yes, it's tiring to do this work, but it is not. We're not tired to the point that we're not going to say things and we're not going to respond and act and prevent and love and share and give and cry and lament and support parents and mothers and fathers and love people and work on funerals and give our time and our resources We're not going to be too tired to come out every morning to do this type of work. We're not going to be too tired to respond and say that that person who was shot and killed, that young black boy, that his life matters too as well. It's not on video. It's on video. It is not viral. But the point is that when you see videos of young black people being shot in the face, I saw a video, a picture of black boys being shot in the face with these high-powered guns, rifles, AR-15, whatever they are in our community. They all use these deadly bullets deadly bullets. All of these things are killing, and every time that we shoot one shell, you're killing the soul of our community. Every time that we do that, and so I am not going to to stand by and say, oh, well, we can't do this anymore. Hey, what's up? I'm here doing this this live feed every morning. Say hello, man.
Say good
What's
morning
up, TV, man?
to the world.
You don't have his camera though. For the first time, he's being interviewed though, right? Yeah. So we have to. Thanks for coming out, man.
Yes, sir.
It keeps your body going, and
Yeah,
keep you fresh. Yeah. So yeah. You ready? All right, she's ready. Thanks for the lessons. He used to play soccer. We used to. He was in like 2 or 3 leagues. My son right here. Yeah, but video game take over their life now. I know. Tell him again for me. Sorry, but I got distracted. My son is out there. I told my son to come out. My son is 14 years old. I told my son to come out. We're gonna hire you as our trainer. All right. Hey, what's up? You doing all right? Yeah, good to see you, man. We have to make sure that we are doing what we're supposed to do. And so my son is out here, and I say to him all the time is that what all this stuff that we're doing, I'm doing this because, hey, Michelle, I'm doing this because we gotta walk through to get to my house. We gotta walk through all of this confusion. And my daughter got to walk through. My wife got to go to work. She got to go to the supermarket. This is where we live. This is not something in terms of the fact that we don't live here. Go to work out, brother. See you tomorrow, guys. All right, take care. This is where we live. This is not some obscure places that we are coming into and talking about the violence in our community. Yeah, what's up, King? Right? This is where we live. This is what we do. Yeah, Michelle, we are coming up with plans, but every time we ask for funds, they never found. Yeah, that's true. That's why we are asking the president of the United States to give us $1 billion. Not New York City. The president of the United States to give us $1 billion. So we're working on that. Yeah, it's true. Funds are a struggle, and as I said before too, is that people, it's hard to raise money for crime in urban crime. It's hard to raise money. It's a different situation if schools were being shut up and you have people of different races in that. Oh, they took down the police barrier. Yeah, man. Yeah, bless. We're gonna deal with you this week for sure. This is the week. Yeah. Look, they took down the police tape. So yeah, Michelle. Funds trying to fund nonprofit organization that deals with urban crime is a very difficult thing to raise money. There we got a police patrolling. At least that's a good thing. We have a lot of people who come out here and sleep as well. So yeah, we have a police car patrolling in the park. People are walking, families are here riding bikes. So we have to figure out a way of how we raise money for Black urban nonprofit that's doing stuff around gun violence. And I want to tell you that it's very difficult. But Michelle, I want to encourage you that you can't stop. We got to break down systems. We got to overturn tables. We got to show people the sin. We got to point out. We got to cry aloud. We got to spare not, lift up our voice like a trumpet and show the people the sin. It's a sin to have a memorial document, which is a budget, and not be able to attribute for the fact that where you have some of the most needs, you have the less funds coming into a community. And I'm not talking about defunding any police department either. I'm talking about taking $1 billion, $2 billion, $3 billion, up to $500 million, and to be able to give to organizations in urban America, urban cities all across Chicago, Indiana. No, I'm good for now. And to be able to give them the funding that they require. It have enough money in the world. It have enough opportunities. The American government, one of the greatest countries in the world, we can do this. When we went to South Korea last year, I think it was, or South Korea the year before. When we went to South Korea, I mean, you're talking about a government that per capita doesn't even have as much money, and the GPD, what's the gross domestic product, is not as high as the US, whatever that is. And streets are clean, garbage is picked up correctly, and crime is lower. So when we talk about justices and injustice, and when we talk about trying to figure out how we're going to help our communities, look at our moral document, which is a budget, and just be able to say from the federal government all the way down to state, local government, is that we just got to continue to do a better job in helping, these young men, mass incarceration. You have all of these stuff. Listen, I'm signing off, right? I want to spend like 30 minutes with you in the morning, no more than 30 minutes. I know that you got to get dressed. You got to get out to work in your living room, in your office. But I want to tell you is that we have to keep on working. We can't give in. We can't say that we're tired of doing these responses to the shooting and tired of helping young men, giving them resources, tired of and crying out and calling out, and being able to say you want to be a help to what is happening. Do something, all right? So join me in the morning if you're able. Join me just like the brothers did today. Sean from One Stop TV, Corey Provost, who joined me in the park today. Yeah, what's up, brother? Yeah. People are here out there riding bikes. What a beautiful community and neighborhood. If you don't come out here for yourself to see it, you're gonna think that we're in chaos. No, we're not in chaos. We have a community who love people. People are taking trash and put it in the trash can. This is community. People are following the signs, stopping at stop signs, stopping at the crosswalk, no jaywalking. This is our community. This is a side that we need to see and highlight. And these are the people that we're coming together to say that we want to make sure that we do the best that we can do in our community. So thank you all for joining me today. I am hoping and praying that you are going to join us. Like this video if you're looking at it. The more that we like the video, the more that we put it out, is the more that people are going to see our message. Just hit the like button. That's all I ask for you to do. You hit the like button and share this video. People can watch it even after it come off the live feed, and let people know to join the movement of individuals who is not going to give up their community to anyone. We're not going to retreat. We're not going to surrender. We don't have to spend the rest of the day playing the blame game. Every day, man, we got to do what we got to do. That means that we got to come out. We got to speak. We're running for victims of gun violence. If you know anyone who, unfortunately, who parents need support, son or daughter, and they don't have pastoral support, reach out to us. This is what we do. We serve with love, care, and compassion. We have experienced and professional clergy who, with the utmost care and respect and love for anyone who have lost their life, whether you think that they were good or bad. Our love and our ministry is to the city. And so what I want you to do today, and my point that I'm going to leave with you is that if you know of anyone who, cousins, friends, who know of someone who within the last couple of weeks have lost children to gun violence, or son or daughter have been shot, they survived, and they need that type of support, we are here to give them that support. So you reach out to us, and we're going to do it. So we're going to leave you with this. That definitely what we want you to do is that we want you to know that we are here. Don't just allow people in our community to go unloved because their son or their daughter was killed on the street. All right? Let them know that we are here. We have a group of individuals who, will you have that thing on the bike for? Oh, to make noise. We have a group of individuals who care for them. All right, so reach out. You got my number, 646-779-6767, 646-779-6767. You got me here. You could direct message me, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. You can definitely do that. We are here. Hey Pam, good morning, sister. How are you? Doing all right? We can support them. 646-779-6767 is our number to call. Again, anyone in the city, we will put them in touch with the right clergy in that particular area. We will advise, we would help, and we will support. This is what we do, and we do what we do very well. So again, if you know of anyone who needs that support, that assistance, reach out to us. It's painful to give our condolences to mothers and fathers, but at the same time, it is a necessary service that we provide to our communities. Every community don't have these type of individuals who specifically work around this issue, but we're going to love our community no matter what. All right, so I'm asking you to take care of yourself, be safe, keep on praying for our community, and I'm definitely going to see you tomorrow morning, God's willing, if it's the will of the Lord. So blessings to you. Take good care, and we'll see you tomorrow. God bless you. Keep on running, keep on believing for a brighter future and a brighter day.